because of all the stuff that's going on recently with ICE and the deportation laws, I want to spread more information and love on the Mexican American culture. Because most of the stuff that's being spread recently is negative and false. In this cultural speech, I will be talking about Mexican American traditions, people, and overall contributions that the Mexican American people have had in the United States. This culture is a mix of Mexican traditions and modern day American life. This mix of cultures has created one of the most dynamic and diverse communities in the United States, which therefore has also enriched the United States. So all the hate that is being put on the Mexican Americans needs to stop. The first thing I wanted to talk about is how we celebrate our traditions and our holidays. Where we live is a huge example of it. This. California and Tulare County is like having a little piece of Mexico and dropping in the United States. So events like Dia de los Muertos, where we honor our loved ones who have passed away, make our towns and cities beautiful with decorations like papel picado, which is colorful paper cut with colorful paper with decorations cut into them, and also marigold petals that are spread throughout the ground that are believed to bring the spirits of our loved ones back to us. These traditions bring joy to an otherwise sad holiday, and this holiday is a time for remembrance and bringing people closer together, and that's what the Mexican American traditions and holidays are trying to do. Bringing people together to celebrate something or someone. Another thing I want to talk about is how deeply rooted religion is in the Mexican American culture. And the religion that Mexican Americans follow is Catholicism. And this is very deeply rooted into the Mexican American culture, because every Sunday the Mexican dad, even after a hard day of work, gets his kids together, puts on their nicest clothes, and goes to church every Sunday, because that's just our culture. And that's another thing I want to talk about, how hardworking they are. How hardworking and determined Mexican Americans are. I've heard people call Mexican Americans lazy, and that's simply not true, because thanks to Mexican Americans, you have food on your table. Thanks to Mexican Americans, they're out in the field picking fruits like oranges, pears, cherries, grapes, peaches, and so on. So if somebody calls Mexican Americans lazy, that's simply not true. Mexican Americans have also made significant contributions in the arts, literature, and especially music. Artists like Frida Kahlo, who have left an incredible mark in the artist world, and even writers like Sandra Cisneros and Rodolfo Anaya, who have provided insights into the Mexican American experiences and life through their writing. And even the Mexican and Latino music genre has been a very big hit lately. And artists like Karol G, Junior H, and Bad Bunny have been at the forefront of the music industry lately. Like Bad Bunny, he's performed in the Super Bowl halftime show, and all of these artists have been on the top 100 Billboard list. So the same people who hate on Mexican Americans love our music, our art, and even our food, which I'm not gonna get into because it's gonna be way longer than it needs to be. But finally, I want to say that I believe that the Mexican American culture is strong and resilient. It's a community that holds on to and fights to maintain its heritage when everybody's trying to take it away. It's a culture that thrives but also evolves no matter what is pushed their way. And they never back down. So I wrote this speech to honor and celebrate the contributions that Mexican Americans have had in the United States and to spread more love on the Mexican American culture. Thank you.